Well guys, here's my craft room. My television, Create and Craft crap as usual on. My skybox, spare glasses, some bit of tablet you don't need to see. My bits and bobs of Mod Podge. This thing, I don't know why I bought it, but I've got it. Some glues. Here I've got all my tools, not all but some of them, in these boxes I purchased from Fernley Designs and have yet to decorate. We then go on to, that's a book that I'm in the process of making. These are just some of my inks and bits and bobs and distress stains, etc. In all these boxes I've got all bits and bobs of shapes and stuff. Behind that is my grandchildren's photographs on the wall. I need to update them. Then we go down, more inks, my distress things that Claire's dad kindly made me. Some of my inks, some are in the drawers, some are in here. They're all along there. A sander basket with odds and sods in. Another ink bit, it's got odds and sods in. This is my jars of bits of metal charms and flowers and beads and ribbons, more ribbons, beads, box of ribbons. These are some silicone moulds I made and embossing powders in there. This is my pins, some odds and bits that I used, sprays, etc. These are projects in process of being made. My son's trunk that I'm finishing, a box that I'm finishing, buckets that I'm decorating. Here is my envelope punch. That is all my bits and pieces that on projects I'm using. A fan because it's too hot. Something I made a couple of years ago. That's my son. I made a card out of him. Oh, that's a wonderful card from my friend. My grandson, who's now 26. That's Claire's little girl made me that, drew me that picture. This is my Molly, this is from when we got her, the day we got her. She was so tiny. And this has just got different pictures in of how she's grown. That is one of my grandson, my hubby again. This was in a picture I did a couple of 3-4 years ago now. Some butterflies my daughter picked me up at the range the other day. My sewing machine, my trusted sewing machine. Oh, that's a metal flower I made. I don't know what that's doing there, but it is. This is a plaque that I did with a swap and a tin. These are some books I've made and things I've made over the years. This isn't half, but I packed most of it away. This is my 8x8 scrap album that I've made. It's got different scrap pages in that I haven't filled yet, but I'm going to. It's got one picture in of my granddaughter in her christening gown. It will be done eventually, I don't know when. Page ready for pictures. That's my scrapbook album. These are my cases that I've got all my pens. I think this one's, yeah, this one's full of my pro markers that don't very often get used. But there's my guillotine, my trusted guillotine, kettle, make tea, book I'm reading at the moment. These are things that I've made over the while. Another picture thing I made up there. Forgive the colour of the wall, I'm going to change it. This is all my sewing stuff. This is an item in progress at the moment. It's a lace book that I'm making, about a lace book that I'm in the process of making, which I will finish. This box I want to cover into a sewing box to hold my sewing projects. My box of cottons. This is my box of appliques and bits of lace and more lace, and in the bottom box is more lace, more satins, more appliques. Down here more stuff. These boxes are ready to be putting some swaps in to send, and we're round to the door. Here's all some more bits I've made. That's a scrap box with all junk in that we probably sell at a boot fair at some point. Bits of card, files, papers, printer, specialist printing papers here. My printer. In here is printer inks, etc, etc. In here some things I'm making again. Under here I've got a box. This is full of projects not finished. This has got all my Christmassy bits in. As you can see, Christmas trees. This was another fad. So easy. Candles, just in case. This is my cry cut. And my e-bosser, my favourite machine. E-bosser pads and stuff. Up above, bird cage. Box of flowers I made yesterday. Ready for something, I don't know what. This is some 12 by 12 graphic 45 papers. A box Rebecca Swanson made me. I haven't found a permanent home for yet. There's some of my cricket things which I am getting rid of. This is another one of my projects that I made. It's got a light inside. You can see behind I've got a lot of Stampin' Up stamps, these heartfelt creations. That is a vase I made out of graphic 45 papers. Spare. All these boxes are filled with Fernley design wooden stuff that I hoard, that I love. A dress I made out of card not finished again. This boxes to alter. Bird cage to alter. That is a lamp that I've made. There's some card. More bits to alter and a couple of box cards. It's a clock I made, a dressing thing, a dresser I made. Linda Wright made me the white pin cushion. The birdcage behind is another project in view and going. Down below the shelf I have my good old Big Shot. In these boxes is all my beads and bits and bobs and tapes. In this one I've got sticky back adhesive stuff, and this one I've got some of my punches, and In this one, 50,000 sheets of 12 by 12s, all different. Same again. In this one, it's all odds and sods. This one's got loads of tapes and sticky bits in. And we get round to the computer. This, in every box, there's a Graphic 45 project. With some description. Yeah, all Graphic 45. Jobs in working. I will finish them all. Someday I will finish them all. There is my Cameo that I absolutely love. Battery charger for my telephone. Round to my computer. Grandson's face, he's adorable. More glasses. Television, Sky, phone. There. Under here, I've got more cutting things. Boxes and bags with photographs ready for sticking in scrapbooks. Oops, just knocked something over, never mind. In this drawer I've got cards and envelopes and bits and pieces. In this drawer, that I can't open, has got all my stuff that I use for different things. Tape, Hessian, all sorts of different things in there. Bottom drawer, I can't quite because that's got all my methylated spirits and glue guns and stuff in there and all other things. Under there are all my bits of paper for making my albums and stuff, my easel for my camera. Under here in this one I've got all 6x6 books, papers. In this one's all my mixing stuff to make texture paste and masks and different things, corn flour, everything. In the one at the bottom, that's got unfinished projects. That was a handbag I was making, didn't finish. As usual, another template. In this one I've got paints and cut and dry and rags. In this one I've got all my pieces of card that I've written words on to cut off and put in. In this one, all my books that I have for inspiration. And there is my craft bag and the box I use for glittering. If you've been to this bit, projects that I'm doing. In here, I've got all my dies, more dies, more dies, embossing folders, different things. In this one it's full of stamps, bags of stamps and stamps I use, but stamps. This has got this sort of thing in glass, beads, roll of wallpaper, some tape, tins that I've started altering, cash box, that's Claire's actually, and other different bits. And in this one I've got all my stuff for packing up parcels. In this one, I can't get in it, it's all my scrapbook pages. And then we're back down, and that, my friends, is my craft room. Thank you for looking.